Hello, welcome to ISTV English News. This is Panorama giving you the news. Let's see the headlines. ILPS bill not tabled in House today. MLA Dr. Jagmohan Dalmiya raises the issue during 0 hour. And people who collected 4 crore and 60 lakh rupees from students on the promise that they will be allowed to appear in CBSE examination should be punished. CPI demands. News in detail. Despite persistent pressure being put on the state government by the ILPS, along with many other organizations and political parties, to introduce and pass a bill on ILPS in the ongoing assembly session, no bill in connection with the ILPS was either introduced or passed in today's session. Trinamool Congress MLA Dr. Jagmohan Dalmiya raised the issue during the 0 hour. He drew the attention of the House, saying that the issue of ILPS has become a serious issue. The committee report of all political parties has already been submitted to the government. Therefore, the Honourable House may extend the session, if possible, in order to discuss the issue minutely, as it was not going to be discussed in today's session, he said. It may be mentioned that the ILPS has warned of boycotting the ongoing assembly session and launched various forms of agitations from March 3 onward if the government fails to table the bill and pass it by March 2. Communist Party of India Imphal West District Council has asked the authority concerned to punish those principals and coordinators of the schools and institutions who had collected 4 crore and 60 lakh rupees from 2,500 students, persuading them that they will be allowed to write examination under the CBSE but failed to translate their assurance into reality. A press release issued by the party condemned the report that 2,500 students will not be allowed to sit in the class 10 and 12 examinations to be conducted under the CBSE as their registration had not been done. The said schools and institutions had collected 18,400 rupees from each of the 2,500 students of class 10 and 12. The press release mentioned the names of the schools and institutions that failed to register the students with either the State Board or CBSE of New Delhi. They are Akash Institute of Science and Arts located at Kwakatel, Principal K. Basanta, Akash Higher Secondary School, Ghari, Principal L. Rabichandra, Central Institute of Science, Kaisamthong, Principal T.H. Mohan and Ram Krishna Higher Secondary School, Ghari, Principal O. Jawan Mete and their coordinators. The schools should not be allowed to open ever again. The money of the students should be refunded. The statement reportedly given by Education Minister M. Okendro that the persons concerned have gone into hiding when attempts are made to arrest them is just unacceptable. These 2,500 students are facing the unfortunate situation as the government had allowed educational institutions to come up like mushroom. It is still more unfortunate that the state government has been pretending that it does not know the situation. It may be mentioned that the students who have been deprived of their rights to sit in the examination had attempted to storm the assembly when the session was going on, and police had beaten charged them in order to disperse them, causing casualties among the students. Editors Guild Manipur EGM has condemned the threat on the editor of Naharol Githaudang, Khoirom Loya Lakpa, at a meeting held at the residence of the editor on Saturday. Some unidentified gunmen have been threatening Loya Lakpa during the past 2 weeks. It has been verified that the threat was made by some individuals and not by any armed organization as suspected earlier. It is suspected that the threat could have been made especially to stop the editor from publishing a particular news item that affected them. The EGM considers the act as an infringement on the right to expression and condemned the act. The EGM has decided to urge the State Home Department to provide personal security to him till the threat has been removed completely. The EGM also met the IO of the case and requested him to speed up the investigation and book those involved in the threat so that the media in Manipur in general and editor Loya Lakpa in particular could discharge their duties in a free and fearless environment. The EGM also drew the attention of the Chief Minister and the Deputy Chief Minister to take the matter seriously. Vice President of Trinamool Congress Manipur M.I. Khan has alleged that All Manipur Muslim Students Organization AMSO is running after for funds in collaboration with some ministers and MLAs. He further said the functioning of the organization should be looked into and closed down for the welfare of students. He said this at the press meet held at the office of the party at Moirangkom. He further said the report published in some newspapers that M.I. Khan has threatened to kill Feroz Khan is totally baseless. It is a plot to destroy his political career. The All Manipur Muslim Students Organization was formed in 2004 as a frontal organization of PULP. But the organization, along with some MLAs and ministers, has become a tool of making money. He further said the image of Muslim students and minority Muslim community will be affected by the organization. So, the authority concerned should look into the matter and try to close down the organization, he said.
Muhammad Azad na Dimapur da kauraga Azad na pamba miyoi singbu President Secretary KCR khallaga balbna 10% financial assistance piraga 2004 gi January thada 2004 gi January thada AMSO haiba organization asida Manipur agitation kaunab gi damak lupa lakh manga ai imang makta piki bas ta lakh liba miyoi adu kunthra ga humdoi sui makoi khuding makki kharcha palki finance secretary laikhidrabana lupa lising amamam su piki mataw asum tawna AMSO haiba organization asi pal ki front-end organization amani.
MLA KSH Biren today inaugurated the first phase of a market set at Lamlai Assembly constituency. The market set is going to be the first model of its kind in Imphal East district. The estimated cost of the market was 1 crore rupees. President of Youngpuppy Bazaar Shopkeepers and Vendors Association, Deben, Village Hetman Sudan and Commander of Youngpuppy Assam Rifles Post, Major Amir, attended the inaugural function. Speakers at the inaugural function said it is the first market of its kind that is being designed in a different way. The area of the market set is 120 feet long and 50 feet wide. The ground floor of the market will have space for women's market. The first floor will have shops and the second floor will be used as a community hall. Youngpuppy is the focal point of 3 districts, namely Senapati, Ukhrul and Imphal East districts. People of these districts will not need to go to Kwaraman market for shopping. All items will be easily available at this market, the speakers opine. Speaking at the inaugural function, MLA KSH Biren said, Youngpuppy Market serves as a livelihood for people of the 4 assembly constituencies of the 3 districts. The construction of the market was started in 2014 under the supervision of Construction Committee of MDS. If the residents of the area provide an empty space, then the construction of toilet can be started soon. Construction for a water supply scheme has also begun in Youngpuppy area. The government has already started constructing many playgrounds, schools and health center in the area. There is a plan to construct a bridge for better transportation. He further said, even if the local electorate does not vote for him, he will continue to work for the welfare of the people. The constituency is inhabited by different tribes. The people of the area should live together with love and unity, he said.
Water supply Manipur Singi, Akoyawa Mayam, Tangari, Abna, Live 35, Akoyama Popi, like to say, Akoy layer of City, Pangan Tare, Adra, adra Youngpuppy Market kai bok pin na ba sida laiba pipe se phaudo ga aduga layaram ri han le barina ai yaraga di pipe se songwa ma to poge khali so ge sarai gorum side da phaudo ga masina Youngpuppy Market kai bok aduga hotiki water supply scheme de thungana ba bonage na khali.
An electricity drive was held today by Manipur State Power Distribution Company Limited in the area of Division Number 3 of Imphal Electricity. The drive was conducted under the aegis of Deputy General Manager of IED3, Th. Jiban Kumar, and volunteers of MSPDCL. The teams check all the shops in the area from Moirangkom till Singjamai. More than 90% shops were using domestic connection for commercial use. Speaking to the ISTV News, Th. Jiban Kumar said all the shops should use commercial electricity connection. The drive is especially conducted to check all those illegal uses of electricity in shops. If any shop are found using domestic connection for commercial use, then legal actions will be taken against them, he said.
Commercial commercial purpose dukan domestic
Khagimpally Panthak Pankha Nupi Loop Development Organization has loaded the authority concerned for blacktopping the road from Khagimpally to Tidim Road. A press release issued by the organization stated that the traffic on this road is heavier than that of the national highways and accidents are much high. The organization has drawn the attention of the state government to restrict commercial heavy vehicles from using the road. If the government fails to do so, the local clubs and Merapaivis will stop commercial vehicles from using the road and it may create unwanted scene, the press release stated. Tension arose at Jawahar Navodaya Vidhalaya, Chandil today when the students of the school who stabbed a teacher of the same school recently came to appear in the Class 10 exam conducted by CBSE. Naga Students Union Chandil and Naga Women's Union Chandil demanded punishment to the student who stabbed the teacher. They also locked the room of the principal. School uniforms were distributed under Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan to the students of Naram Junior High School in Nambol Assembly constituency today. Speaking on the occasion, headmistress of the school, Aids Chandra Pradha, said the uniforms were distributed for free to the students because maximum students belonging to poor families are studying in the school. She expressed gratitude to the government on behalf of the students in making the scheme successful. MLA Yamthong Haokip today distributed 5 bundles of ZI seats, each to 54 beneficiaries of AAY in Saikul Assembly constituency at the simple function held at the house of the MLA at Mantri Pukri. Speaking on the occasion, ZI seats have been distributed to around 1,500 beneficiaries under AAY in the constituency so far. The distribution was made especially for the Naga community. He further said he will try to make the benefits available to the Meitei community also.
Special package Nagasing the Pibani,
Now the national and international news. The swine flu onslaught has claimed 34 more lives as the nationwide toll from the H1N1 virus so far this year touched 1,075 with the number of cases of the disease inching towards the 20,000 mark. Data collated from the Health Ministry said that altogether 1,075 persons have now perished from the disease in 2015, while the number of those affected by swine flu stands at 19,972 as on February 28. The ministry had yesterday said that the toll as on February 27 was 1,041, while the number of persons affected by swine flu in various states was 19,046. The data today showed that Gujarat has pipped Rajasthan in terms of the number of deaths with 265 casualties, while 4,368 people are affected by the disease in the state. Rajasthan has seen 261 persons falling prey to the H1N1 virus with 5,528 cases reported. In Madhya Pradesh, swine flu has claimed 153 lives, while 1,010 people were affected by the virus. The toll in Maharashtra touched 143, with 1,735 cases having so far come to light. In Telangana and Punjab, the disease has claimed 57 and 42 lives, respectively, while in Delhi, 10 persons have died due to swine flu. The number of affected persons in the national capital has risen to 2,891. The disease has claimed the lives of 46 persons in Karnataka, with Haryana 21 dead, Andhra Pradesh 12 dead, Himachal Pradesh 8 dead, Jammu and Kashmir and Kerala both 7 dead, also grappling with swine flu. Health Minister J.P. Nadda had earlier said that the 21 laboratories capable at present of testing swine flu were not enough, and the government was planning to set up H1N1 testing facilities in every state with financial provisions being met for it. The government has repeatedly asserted that it was very serious about combating the disease and has asked people to not panic but remain alert. Rain accompanied by cold winds lashed Delhi and its adjoining areas for the second consecutive day, resulting in the mercury plummeting by several notches. Traffic jams were reported in several parts of the city. Rain swept most parts of the country on Sunday, with the higher reaches in the north also experiencing heavy snowfall. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, in a tweet, urged students appearing for the Class 12 board exams to leave your house early. Traffic police, please clear traffic jams. AAP volunteers, please help traffic police wherever possible, he also tweeted. Till Monday, 5:30 a.m., Delhi received 56.8 mm rainfall. It is likely to rain more. The day ahead is also likely to be overcast, said an official of the Indian Meteorological Department. The minimum temperature recorded in the national capital today was 14.8 degrees Celsius, 2 notches above the season's average. The maximum of today is likely to hover around 18 degrees Celsius. On Sunday, the maximum was 19 degrees, 8 notches below average. The Met Department has also predicted moderate rainfall across the country today, including several parts of the North India. Police said the Jammu-Srinagar highway has been closed due to heavy snowfall and landslides, reports the Press Trust of India. The sudden change in weather has been caused by western disturbances, according to the Indian Meteorological Department. The government is set to introduce 6 bills to replace a set of ordinance in the Lok Sabha, the lower house of parliament, this week. 3 bills, the Coal Bill, the Motor Vehicles Amendment Bill and the Andhra Pradesh Reorganization Amendment Bill will be placed in the Lok Sabha today. The Crucial Insurance Bill will be placed in the Lok Sabha on Tuesday. The Citizenship Amendment Bill 2015 and the Mines and Minerals Development and Regulation Amendment Bill are also listed for introduction in the Lok Sabha on Tuesday. The Old Coal, Motor Vehicle and Insurance Bill have been pending in the Rajya Sabha, the upper house, where they could not be passed in the winter session owing to a concerted effort by the opposition. The government is in a minority in the upper house. Now, the government intends to introduce the bills again in the Lok Sabha. The Rajya Sabha rules do not restrict the introduction of a bill in the Lok Sabha even when an older version is pending in the upper house. The pending insurance, coal and motor vehicle bills in the Rajya Sabha will turn defunct once the bills for replacing the ordinances are introduced in the Lok Sabha. Maharashtra Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis has tweeted an apology a day after traffic was stopped in the heart of Mumbai to make way for his convoy. I don't believe in VIP culture. My sincere apologies to those who were stopped by the police unnecessarily. People in the state have always seen me stopping at traffic signals unless there is an emergency or real threat perception inputs. Police should not trouble people, Mr. Fadnavis said in his tweet. The Chief Minister added that he was ordered an investigation on Mr. Fadnavis was attending an event at the National Sports Club of India on Sunday evening when traffic policemen stole vehicles to clear his route and reportedly even denied entry to club members. Images of cars stuck in a massive traffic jam were posted on social media. People complained that they had been kept waiting for hours. The policemen allegedly pushed some members back, and when they tried to argue, they were allegedly detained. Seasoned cricket administrator Jagmohan Dalmiya has been elected as the Board of Control for Cricket in India's BCCI president, replacing Narayana Swamy Srinivasan in the board's annual general meeting in Chennai on Monday, more than a decade after he last held the top job. Apart from Dalmiya, the other new entrants are Haryana's Anirudh Chaudhary, who has been appointed as the new treasurer, while Himachal Pradesh Anurag Thakur was named the board secretary. Anurag Thakur was the nominee from the Power faction and he won the secretary post by one vote. His opponent was Sanjay Patel, who was favoured by Srinivasan. The road for Dalmiya was cleared after another former president, Sarath Pawar, failed to get a proposal from East Zone, prompting the Maratha strongman to pull out of the race ahead of Monday's much anticipated and much delayed annual general meeting. Dalmiya's elevation to the position was necessary by Srinivasan after he was forced to stay away from the election owing to a Supreme Court directive. North Korea fired 2 missiles into the sea and vowed merciless retaliation on Monday as the US and South Korea kicked off joint military drills denounced by Pyongyang as recklessness confrontational. The annual exercises always trigger a surge in military tensions and warlike rhetoric on the divided peninsula, and analysts saw the North missile test as a prelude to a concerted campaign of sabri rattling. And if there is a particularly soft escalation, we could see the North orchestrating some kind of clash on the maritime border, said Jong Young-tae, an analyst at the Korea Institute for National Unification in Seoul. The missile launches came with a stern warning from the nuclear arm North Korea's People's Army KPA that this year's military drills would bring the peninsula towards the brink of war. Let's see the headlines once again. ILPS bill not stable in House today. MLA Dr. Ibohalbi raises the issue during 0 hour. And people who collected 4 crore and 60 lakh rupees from students on the promise that they will be allowed to appear in CBSE examination should be punished, CPI demands. Thank you for watching our news, and for more updates, please stay tuned.